Hey everyone, Violet Mystic here. I know it's been a while. As I've said in previous videos, I'm doing recordings when I can. Sometimes life just is lifing and I can't get a video out. so, so that's been one of these times recently. Life has definitely been lifing. I'm going to make this one short and sweet today because I have no AC. So I have to use a fan, and the fan is loud. So I have to turn the fan off, and by the end of this video, I'm going to be absolutely melting. So we're just going to do a short one today, but I did want to get a video out because I did have the chance to today. Again, I don't know how often, where there's a Six of Cups for you. I don't know how often I'm going to be able to, but we will just roll with it. But anyway, here's a Six of Cups. I haven't even asked the question yet, so we'll just keep that out. So, what is going on? What is a message that everyone needs to hear today to carry them to however long it'll be until my next reading? All right, so we'll just get a few cards out. Very informal today. Just whatever needed to be said or needed to be heard today. I feel like I want to draw one more. This one. Okay. So, the Six of Cups came out, so we'll put that at the center of the reading here. And then we've got the King of Wands, the Eight of Swords, and the Hierophant. So, we'll just do it this way. How about that? Can you guys see that? I think you can. Okay. So, now that I've laid this out this way, I want to read it as this is the center of the reading, something you need to keep in mind, something that's been going on, something that you need to keep in mind for setting things up. I believe it would be called a foundation, but I don't like calling it that. And then the King of Wands, I want to read that as something that you're moving into. So the Six of Cups being at the center here, something to keep in mind for the overall message here. Keep it light. Find that that thing that you used to do, or the thing that brings back good memories. Keep it light and airy. So whatever heaviness you're dealing with at this time, try to find something that is comforting, something that brings back good memories, something that brings you back to your childhood, or at least makes you feel like you're stepping into a good place again. Now, if your childhood wasn't that great, believe me, I understand, then think of something that maybe do something you would have done had you had the opportunity to when you were younger. Like if you haven't been to Disney World, go to Disney World, or go to Six Flags if you're in America and you have a Six Flags near you. Go to a theme park, go to a store you always wanted to go to. Just let yourself be a kid, or let yourself feel like good. Make some good memories if you don't have any good memories to fall back on. Is what I'm saying. So keep it light, keep the energy in a good state, if that makes sense. So I feel like you have been dealing with some heaviness with this Eight of Swords here. Maybe there's something that has been on your mind a lot, something that has really kept you stuck. The Eight of Swords is about basically being trapped in your mind. You're not actually trapped. There is a solution. There may be many solutions, but you feel like it because you haven't quite figured out that one piece of the puzzle yet to break out of the whole situation that you're in. So maybe you've been struggling with that. And I want to say for some of you, it could be that old rules and old establishments or old authorities are like kind of making you feel like, oh, you must do it this way. This is the traditional way. This is the path forward. You have to do it this way because I said so. Is coming out in loudly for me right now. Because I said so. And it's like you want to break free of that, but you But it's like you don't know how to break free of that. You don't know how to form your own path without inconveniencing someone else. And like you're hesitant to do that. And then for others of you, I feel like this is something in life that has brought you a teachable moment. So something's challenging you to think outside the box. Something is challenging you to learn something here. And this, whatever this is something that you're meant to go through that can be something you can teach others. So maybe others that you cross paths with in the future will have been in this same situation that you're in now, and you'll have found a way out of it. And then you can show that to these people as well. You can show that path forward to them. Hey, I've been through this. This is what I did. So there's something here that you're meant to overcome, and you need to get out of your head about it, and we'll get into how to do that in a minute. I'm hearing move it along. So not to be rude or anything, but maybe some of you have kind of been stuck in this rumination or this been on this wheel in your mind for a long time, and Spirit's saying, come on, you gotta move it along. You know this, figure it out. They're probably sending you like 111, 333, or feathers, come on, think about it. Which I know that doesn't really help when you don't really understand the signs you're seeing. Trust me, I've been there too. It's like, what do you mean? What is this? What is 111 supposed to mean? But there is something that you've got to sort through, and I feel like this is it's a canon event. I wanted to say. So this is something that you're meant to go through, but for some of you, it's that you're meant to show the old guard, basically, that there's another way forward, and you're going to find it. And then for others of you, I feel like this is something that you're meant to go through so that you can teach others how to get through it themselves. So I feel like whatever this way is forward for you, you're going to need to step into that place of authority within yourself, that passion, that drive that you have. You need to find that, and that is going to be part of the process in moving forward. You've got to find the authority within yourself. Okay, so let's get another deck, and then I'm going to go through what is keeping you stuck, and then I'm going to go through how to move out of it. That was satisfying. All right, so what have you been going through? What is this Eight of Swords about? What are you unsure about or stuck on? What is that one piece of the puzzle that you need? Thought I almost had one there, but I didn't. It said, nope, not me. Okay, I want to pull those two. Okay. Huh. So what's keeping you stuck? Oh, sorry, that's a Hierophant, never mind. You've got the Hermit and you've got the Ten of Wands. Okay. I see. Okay. So you feel very weighed down right now. Maybe life has just been lifing for you too. And you're in a place where you just want to retreat, you want to pull back, you want to just forget about the world right now. You just need to focus on yourself, and you can't really deal with anything else. You're overburdened, you're overwhelmed, you just want to collapse, and life isn't letting you. But you're fighting it. You're trying to be in hermit mode. You're trying to you might be trying to find those answers, but you're so overwhelmed that you can't quite get there yet. And for some of you, honestly, you may just be pausing your life completely. You're just like, I'm not dealing with this right now. I'm just gonna sit here. I'm gonna play my games. I'm gonna go to work. I'm gonna just come home and throw a TV dinner in the microwave because I don't even have the effort for cooking. I'm just done. So some of you are like, you're fighting this, but at the same time, you're still stuck. So I feel like you're wanting to get out of this place, but at the same time, you're so overwhelmed, you can't. You just can't. So how do we get through this? What is the way forward? What is this King of Wands? How do we get to this King of Wands? How do we not drop the cards? Yeah, okay, just that. Anything else? No, I don't think so. No, okay, just this. Ah, Eight of Swords again. I feel like in this position here, it's telling you need to get out of your head. And that may seem counterproductive here, because this is where you are, and it's saying in order to get here, you need to get out of this place. And the whole thing was how to get out of this place. I think I want to pull another clarifier here. Oops. Okay. Oh, okay. All right. Okay. There we go. So this fell out, and then these two fell out. So how do we get out of here? Three of Cups. Okay. Nine of Pentacles. King of Cups. Okay. All right. Let's see. Can you still see that? Can you see that if I put that there? I guess. Okay. Sort of. Well, then let's cover that up. Okay. All right. Stop fighting with it. Okay. Okay. I think I'm beginning to see the answer here. Okay. So to get out of this position, this space, this bad headspace that you're in right now, celebrate something. Like celebrate that you had a good day at work, or celebrate that you didn't choose someone out. Celebrate that you told somebody no. Like you set a boundary. Celebrate that you set a boundary. If you have friends to celebrate with, find something to celebrate with them. Find a community to have some good times in. Lift someone else up. You know, celebrate just the little things. The little things will help. And you've got to find a way also to build yourself up. This Nine of Pentacles here talks, I love seeing this here in this reading here. The Nine of Pentacles usually depicts someone who has come into their own. They've gone through the planting of the seeds. They've gone, if you know the journey of the Pentacles, they've gone through the planting of the seeds. They've gone through as the Seven of Pentacles. They've planted the seeds. They're waiting on seeds. They're waiting on the harvest. They're waiting on these things to grow. And then with the Eight of Pentacles, they're still working very hard on their craft. They're still, very much head down into the work mode, and they're still working on that inner motive there. And the Nine of Pentacles is things have come to fruition by their own hands. They have built this thing. They have put in the work. They are reaping the benefits of it, and they are proud of themselves for how far they've come. And they did it. It wasn't anyone else. They did it. So there's something here about celebrating yourself and putting in the work so that you can reap the benefits of this thing that maybe you have a passion project, or maybe you have an old hobby that you'd like to turn into a business or something to get out of the job that you're in. And maybe this is something that you've put on the back burner because you either it failed, or you couldn't figure out how to do it, or Maybe somebody told you that that's never going to work out, so you just kind of left it. And this is telling you, put in the work, keep working on it. It's going to pay off, and then you can celebrate those wins, and you can be proud of yourself. And I think that's where this King of Cups is leading in. So you're going to be the way forward to get to this King of Wands energy is also the King of Cups, which is emotional balance. You see the, I'm getting to be kind and compassionate towards yourself. So maybe some of you have this element of needing to kind of step into the mentor role within yourself and kind of guide yourself forward. So maybe you need to be kinder to yourself. So this is kind of like a gentle, authoritative energy that you need to have within yourself to kind of push you along. So maybe you've been stuck for so long and you've been in this energy of, I can't do it. I can't be bothered right now. I'm too overwhelmed. So maybe you're in this energy too long. And that's why Spirit earlier was saying, roll it along, move it along, come on. So you need to be kinder to yourself and step into that kind of nurturing, kind of compassionate but authoritative role of, we can do this, we have the capabilities, we just need to do it. So there's that where the Eight of Pentacles talks about, head down working on your craft. The Nine of Pentacles is you've done it. You've made something recognizable and you have made it successful, and you're bringing everything to fruition. And you're sitting there in the field of, in this card here, you're sitting in the field of grapes that you've grown, and all of the crystals and the big robin bird that's sharing in her success. And that's something that you can celebrate. And celebrate with people that have your best interest in mind. But again, if you don't have that person or that support structure in your life, celebrate yourself. Celebrate that you did it. You were able to overcome this whole being stuck. So that is how to get out of there and into this King of Wands, which is keeping it moving forward with the passion that you may have maybe regained from stepping out of that stuck mode and actually building something that you can see tangibly that is working and is moving forward for you. So that every step that you take out of that or towards that is going to give you a boost of confidence, and that is going to lead you to want to do more and then be more successful with it, and maybe experiment a little bit more and try to see where you can take it. So that is how to get out of that energy here and into this. And so what if other people don't think you can do it? You can do it. You can. And you don't have to live the way they want you to live. You can live how you choose. That's the great thing about free will. So I am roasting without that fan on and no AC, so I'm going to just pull a card and wrap this up, and that'll be today's reading. So let's see here. Okay. All right. Card of advice for you. Last bit of advice to close out this reading before I completely melt. This one? Okay. The elements, back to basics. So maybe you need to go back to, maybe it's not as difficult or complex as you're making it out to seem, or making it out to be. maybe it really is just getting back to basics and, doing something like this Six of Cups here. Maybe this is talking about going back to the beginning of something and finding the joy and the inspiration that you used to find in something before maybe life took over or you got bored with it, or whatever the case is for you. So go back to basics, go back to the drawing board, and find what it was that made you interested in this path to begin with. Find the joy and the love that you used to have for it. And maybe you will find that passion to keep moving forward again with it, to pick it back up. I do actually, I know I said that was going to be it, but I kind of want to pull one more. Okay, oh, nope, okay. We've got replenish, the sun will rise, and we will try again. So that's the same thing we were talking about. Try again. Keep moving forward with this. Find the passion that you used to have for it. Go back to basics. Oh, upside down. Phases. Shine even when you're not whole. Ah, I love that. So maybe you are overwhelmed and you don't feel like you have the ability to move forward with this. You need to keep in mind that you are still an amazing person, even if you don't feel like it, even if others tell you you're not, or that you're not special or whatever. You still are an amazing person regardless, and maybe somebody hasn't told you that before or told you that recently, and that's kind of one thing that's also adding to this overburdened state. You just don't feel good about yourself. But just remember that, and phases talks about the moon as well. The moon is still there even when we can't see it, even when it's only a sliver of itself that we can see. It's still there and shining. So you just need to keep working. You need to keep building. And if it takes celebrating just the small, tiny little things in life that make you a little bit a little bit happier, just a tiny bit happier, then do it. Find that joy again that you used to have, and let that propel you forward, and keep working towards things that will build into this King of Wands here. All right, so that is all I have for you today. I'm going to go get in front of my fan so that I can stop melting and cool off a little bit. I will do another reading whenever I can. It's kind of sporadic at the moment, just because life, yeah. But anyway, if you like this reading, leave a like and comment what you feel, or how you feel this might resonate with you, or how it applies to your life, and then come back. Put this in your bookmarks or watch later, or whatever makes you remember to come back. And then let us all know how you moved forward and what you celebrated for yourself and how you got out of this Eight of Swords. Maybe it can help someone else, and maybe your story will, as the Hierophant said earlier, maybe your story will help someone else. They'll read your comment and be like, oh, well, they did that. I can do that. That's my situation. So you never know what little thing you might see in yourself that may seem inconsequential is a huge help to someone else. Okay, so that is what I have for you. I hope you have a great day, month, time, week, however long it is until I do another reading for you guys. All right, bye.